especially our amazing brothers and sisters in the federal workforce and every working person, as the leader said, in this country, because these attacks that are being waged against federal workers affect all of us. And I know we're going to hear from 3 of our federal union leaders who are on the stage, who have been on the front lines of this fight and have been standing up for their members and all workers every day since this executive order dropped on March 27th. And you'll see Everett Kelly, president of the American Federation of Government Employees, standing behind me. Matt Biggs, the president of the International Federation of Technical and Professional Engineers, and Randy Irwin, the president of the National Federation of Federal Employees. And you'll hear from them shortly. But I just cannot thank them enough, really, for their resilience, their leadership during challenging times. And of course, we're seeing every union across our federation that's been standing up and fighting back alongside them every step of the way. Because we have an old saying in the labor movement: if you come after one of us, you come after all of us. And we also need to recognize we would not be here without the elected officials standing behind us and with us, especially Leader Jeffries, who has been our champion from day one. The co-sponsors of this legislation, of course, Congressman Golden, who has been unrelenting, and we want to thank you, Congressman, for your leadership, and of course, Congressman Fitzpatrick. Just want to appreciate you showing that there is another way forward in this moment where we see so much division. And we know this is the most polarized moment since the Civil War. We've been hearing from political scientists. We feel that every day here in Washington, don't we? But if you get out of DC and you actually talk to Americans in our communities, Democrats, Republicans, independents, there's one thing they do agree on, and the leader stole my headline. It's unions. They agree on unions. 70% of Americans say they support unions, according to polls. 9 in 10 young people under the age of 30 support unions. And they think workers should have a voice on the job. They think it is common sense to have a voice on the job. And so what we saw on March 27th from this administration was the single biggest act of union busting in American history. And it defied common sense. Just a few days after that EO was signed, we started traveling across the country to hear directly from workers about what this means to them. Workers like Irma Westmoreland, a nurse at a VA hospital in Augusta, Georgia, who said, you know, suddenly we can't speak up about our patients' needs without fear of losing our jobs. Workers like Jacqueline Sandel, a letter carrier in Charlotte, who said, these are the jobs and services my friends and family count on, and suddenly no one knows what is going on. Is there a single working person in a single working family who is better off when we live in that kind of chaos? The answer is no. When our federal workers can't stand up for themselves, are we better off? No. When this administration puts at risk our clean water, the safety of our food, our veterans, our heroes that can't get the care they need because the federal workforce is hollowed out, we are not better off. That hurts all of us. It hurts every community. And so we have the chance right now to do something incredibly powerful, to actually come together and say, let's protect those who protect us. And I couldn't be prouder of our workers, our local labor leaders who've already mobilized in their communities and contacted their elected officials to help them see how important this legislation is. And to every member of Congress, I say, come be a part of this massive bipartisan win. Help us get this done together and show that government can deliver common sense. So let's restore these rights to working people. Let's do something that the vast majority of Americans support in every community. And let's start showing a new path forward where we work together to deliver for the people. Thank you so much. And it is now my honor to introduce a champion for working people. We couldn't be prouder of our Congresswoman from Michigan, Congresswoman